Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia. Welcome everybody. Today I am reviewing another balloon garland kit from Melody Fantasy. You guys, I love the company. I love what they do with their kits. They are very well thought out. They are very unique and very pretty. I'm excited to see what this kit will give us when it's going to be all constructed. And without any further ado, let's go. First things first, I am looking at Melody Fantasy's listing on Amazon, and their kit is looking pretty cute. Love the colors. So this kit includes 144 pieces in red, cream, rose, dusty pink colors. This kit will cost you $19.99 right now, and looks like we are working with 5, 10, and 24-inch balloons. Let's go construct this beauty. First, we see instructions on how to construct this balloon garland and how to use balloon tying tool and what's included in this kit. We see a card from Melody Fantasy, foiled Orbs balloons, lots and lots of 260s balloons, which is very unique for balloon garland kits. None of the kits that I've reviewed had 260s balloons. Then we have a whole bunch of pretty looking balloons over here. They are all single stuffed. Then we have balloon tying tool, curling ribbon, a roll of glue dots, strip, balloon strip to construct our balloon garland, and another baggie with balloons in the same colors that we have here. You guys, I figured this baggie out. So in my previous video, when I reviewed another kit from Melody Fantasy, I was missing 5-inch balloons, and here is why. On this baggie over here, there's a little sticker with a note. Due to a shortage of 5-inch balloons in this color, we have to replace it with 10-inch ones. Keep these balloons small while inflating. So instead of 5-inch balloons, we got extra 10-inch balloons. Time to inflate our balloons. I am using my electric balloon pump. This pump is Zoom, and I will link it in the description under this video. I am grabbing one color balloons and I am inflating them at the same time. Something like this, you can absolutely try to play with sizing with your balloons. Inflate some balloons a little bit bigger, some a little bit smaller, just to have a variety of sizing in balloons. Now, next step is absolutely and totally optional. You can press your balloons against the floor to give your balloons more rounder shape. As I said, it's not necessary, only if you like a more rounder shape of your balloons, and then tie your balloons together into a pair. I am tying my balloons pretty close together because I want my necks to be nice and long and stretchy. We will be using necks of our balloons to construct this balloon garland. So I am not mixing up all the colors together. I am working with one color at a time. One more thing, I am setting my 24-inch balloons aside because I want to be in control of where I place these balloons on my balloon garland. There's only 6 of them, and I want to be strategic with them because I want to give more volume and more curves to my balloon garland. When mixing your 24-inch balloons right away with your 10-inch balloons and then tying them into pairs and then clusters, you can sometimes lose your 24-inch balloons in the midst of all other sizes. So I don't want to do that, placing them aside, working with them later. Unexpectedly, hello 5-inch balloons. I thought I would not have none of 5-inch balloons in this kit because of that note, but it seems like I received, I don't know, 9 5-inch balloons. And guess what? I'm using them. I will be inflating 24 and 5-inch balloons individually, and I will be tying them individually. Time for my balloon tying tool. This balloon color reminded me of my first ever expectation versus reality. I don't know why, but it gave me so much flashbacks to my expectation versus reality videos in general. I missed my expectation versus reality videos, so let me know if you missed them too. And I'm actually planning on one expectation versus reality videos very soon. So a lot more fun is on the way. Balloons are inflated. Let's pair them. I am working with one color at a time. I am not mixing all the colors together. I am grabbing two pairs of balloons in the same color and intertwining them together. I am grabbing another pair and adding it into my quad to create a smaller cluster of balloons, something like this. I might be doing or making some of the quads to fill in spaces on my balloon garland a little bit later. I might create bigger size clusters. Bigger size clusters are 4 pairs of balloons tangled together. This one, I just made a smaller cluster, 3 pairs of balloons tangled together. So just play around with clustering your balloons, quadding your balloons. Construct this balloon garland, I am using necks of balloons. So I reached into my clusters and found the stretchiest, the longest neck that I could find, doing exactly the same thing to my second cluster and tying these two necks together. This technique will involve some finger strength, but you will get used to it. And this is how everything will look like when you tie your necks together. I love this technique. It's a lot easier and faster for me, and it holds my balloons very nice and tight together. Keep adding clusters and quads of balloons until you'll be happy with the length of your balloon garland. Garland, I will be using these 2 nails that I have from my picture that was hanging on my wall. You can absolutely use command hooks. Make sure you get yourself indoor use command hooks because they will be a lot more gentle on your paint. I am grabbing 260s balloons that were included in this kit or curling ribbon and tying my balloon garland to my nails. What? My nails do not work, so I'm using command hooks. Step is to attach extra clusters and extra quads of our balloons to our garland. So I will be attaching my extra balloons to my garland with the necks of balloons. I simply find a spot for my next cluster, reaching in, finding the neck of those balloons inside of my balloon garland, reaching into my cluster and tying my balloons by the necks. You guys, this color over here, this middle color, I am losing a few balloons. I already lost about 3 balloons in this color. They just keep deflating on me slowly. Hopefully I'm not going to lose any more balloons. So let's go. Let's attach them. Time for our 24-inch balloons. I am using my 260s to tie them to my balloon garland. So I am simply tying this 260 around the neck of my balloon, preferably underneath the knot that I made on my 24-inch balloons. Tied up. And now I have these 2 necks that I can go to my balloon garland and tie it up straight to my balloon garland. By the way, you can also use glue dots to attach your 24-inch balloons. Glue dots are included in this kit. Why am I using 260s to attach my 24 balloons versus glue dots? Because with 260s, you can place your balloon, step back, see if you like it or not, remove it, and replace it somewhere else. With glue dots, once you glue your balloon down, it's basically it. It's very, very hard to unglue your balloons from glue dots and replace it somewhere else. So I'd rather choose rubber bands or 260s for my bigger size balloons. I am am using 260s or rubber bands to attach my balloons to my balloon garland, I like to use some glue dots, because sometimes when you use 260s or rubber bands, your balloons can slip and slide and go different direction, and you want to keep those balloons in that particular spot. To do that, I'm using glue dots. Even though it's holding pretty nicely, like right here, I used a couple or a few, not a couple, a few glue dots to glue these two balloons together so they would stay nice and put and really close together, so they would not go anywhere, because this balloon in the back is pushing these balloons apart. So I don't want that, so I glue them. So if you have trouble with your balloons moving and not staying in one spot with 260s or rubber bands, use some glue dots or glue dashes to keep your balloons glued to that spot. At least we need to inflate our foiled balloons. I am using a hand pump to inflate my foiled balloons, because every single foiled balloon, self-sealing balloon, they have this plastic insert in them. It's very thin and it's very fragile. When you'll be using a force of an electric balloon pump on these balloons, you have a higher chance that you can rip and damage that plasticky insert, and your balloons will start to deflate. This is what I noticed throughout so many months and so many uses of Orbs and self-sealing balloons. That hand pump is a lot more gentle on my self-sealing balloons. First one's done. Here's a very important thing that I want to mention about Orbs balloons. The proper way for the Orbs balloons to be inflated is to inflate them until you won't see any wrinkles on your seams of your balloons. For me, I like to leave very minor, barely noticeable wrinkles on my seams, because I will be sure that I didn't overinflate my balloons and they won't pop. So a little bit of wrinkles is totally fine, and I'm gonna show you up close what I mean by minimum wrinkles on my Orbs balloons. And here is one of the seams on my Orbs balloon. As you can see, my wrinkles are barely noticeable, and balloon looks very nice and round. I made a mistake, you guys. I made a mistake. I used 260s balloons to attach my 24-inch latex balloons. And I forgot that I have foiled balloons. And foiled balloons, they are not the best buddies with glue dots. They will not stick to glue dots, or they will stick, but they will fall really fast. So instead of using 260s on your 24 latex balloons, use glue dots to attach 24 to the balloon garland. And take your 260s and use it for foiled balloons or Orbs balloons in our situation here. So I grabbed some of my own 260s, and here's what I'm doing. I am taking a 260 and starting to wrap the balloon neck around my 260 all the way until you reach the end, and then grab your two necks of 260 and tie a knot. By doing this, tying a knot, you will hold this fold that you just made with the neck around the 260. And now you're ready to go and tie your Orbs to your balloon garland. This is my final balloon garland using all of the balloons from Melody Fantasies balloon garland kit. It's looking pretty cute. I really like it. Now I want to do a little twist, add some florals and beautify this balloon garland even more. And I will give you my final thoughts after. I'll be back. This is my final balloon garland with my own twist. Thank you so much, Melody Fantasy, for sending me this kit. I've really enjoyed working with your kit and creating something beautiful out of it. Absolutely love the leaves. They do transform this balloon garland to another level for sure. I simply pushed those stems with leaves between my balloons, and to avoid popping the balloons, with my second hand I guided those stems between my balloons, and great, none of the balloons were lost in the process of inserting my leaves. You guys, if I would compare this kit to my previous balloon garland that I reviewed from the same company, I am not too impressed with the quality of these balloons. I lost a few balloons in this color, and I lost some of the balloons in this color. As you can see right here, this balloon, this one, is literally deflating as I am continuing filming. So not too impressed, even though this kit is gorgeous and very well thought out. Previous one was better quality wise. I used 260s to attach my Orbs balloons. I used command hooks to attach this balloon garland to my wall. Also used 260s on these bigger balloons. Don't make my mistake, because you won't have enough 260s to attach your Orbs balloons. Use lots and lots of glue dots to attach your 24-inch balloons. Other than that, you guys, it looks beautiful. I love it. I will link and list everything in the description under the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and thank you for watching.